also your age impacts that. So the older you are as you go into IVF, right? The older your eggs are, and all of those things. But I will be the first to say that you can do a lot to reverse the age of your eggs and the quality of your sperm with proper diet and nutrition and supplementation. It's crucial.
So how would you name the top things?
Making sure you're getting really good quality animal products in your diet. You're ditching
animal products. What do you mean by quality? What do you mean like
organ meats?
Is it specific animal?
Raised
lamb versus beef,
chicken. But I mean, you know, our ancestors ate nose to tail. So making sure you're getting lots of bone broth and fermented foods and those really nutrient dense like butter and egg yolks and fatty fish, lots of color, right?
Yeah.
Plant foods, eat the rainbow, dark leafy greens, all of those things. So, I started really kind of incorporating a lot of that into my life and as much as I could into my husband's life, as much as he would tolerate. You know, he's not a fan of vitamins. So, it was a struggle to get him on board with some stuff, but we eventually got to where we wanted to be at the end of the day. So, you know, so that, and then really just cutting all of your environmental toxins out, any perfumes, colognes, the scented stuff, like being mindful of EMFs. Like, are you carrying your cell phone in your pocket as a male? Or, you know, my husband would sit with his laptop on his lap every night as we watch TV. And I'm like, that can't be good, you know? So, and there's literature to support that.
Yeah, of course,
so,
of course.
Anyway, so all of those things.
What's the psychological, that's what I'm interested in.
It's massive.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that. And I'm sure that there are plenty of people who are going through it. Choices to be made and with this whole thing.
Yeah.
And you don't really know what's going to happen. And you basically, what's the question you ask yourself? How badly do I want this?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
And I can tell you, like, I mean, I said, you know, from an early age, I knew I wanted to be a mom. So that was like a driving force for me. But my intuition it always told me, like, I knew I was meant to have a second child. And I don't know how I knew it. I just knew it. And so for me, it was like, okay, well, this happened. Shoot, we had another loss, or I had to have this surgery. Okay, what's the next best step? And for a while, the next best step was to just take some time, recover from the loss, and then try again. But I can tell you,
how did you deal with it? Like your mindset was like, okay, this happened. Did you quickly move to the next step, or did you like?
Not always. And I can tell you, I've had 9 losses in total, and every single one of them has been different.
At what stage were they?
I think the latest one was about 11 weeks. The earliest probably 5 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that range. The process. So you're given a host of crazy medications. Injections, pills, gels that you're rubbing into your skin that make you feel horrendous, and mood lability. And, you know, I mean, you're tweaking all your chemicals, right?
Oh,
your hormones in your body to hyperstimulate the ovaries to produce more eggs than one, right? Which is typical. So I know, I mean, depending on your...
What do you mean by the body only releases one egg?
Per month, typically women will ovulate 1 egg.
Okay. But with
IVF, what they're doing is they're giving you different medications and injections to hyperstimulate the ovaries to produce more eggs at a time.